Welcome. I'm Sam Brumbaugh, and this is the Brumbaugh Challenge. In today's episode, we are going to select the finalist for the Brumbaugh Challenge Jeopardy series. The winner of this game will advance to the Teen Jeopardy TV show aired by ABC. And before we get started, I would like for you to meet the contestants in this final round of Jeopardy.
I'm Joe Evans. I'm a senior at North Bend High School. I play the piano, and some of my hobbies include stamp collecting.
Welcome, Joe.
Hello, I'm Dan Mason. I'm also a senior here at North Penn. I'm an avid Flyers fan, and I'm involved in many clubs here, including the National Honor Society.
Welcome, Dan.
Hi, I'm Beth Wolf. I'm also a senior. And I am corresponding secretary for the French Club and publicity chair in National Honor Society Cabinet.
Excellent. Well, welcome one and all. Are you ready to take the Brumbaugh Challenge to see who goes on Jeopardy?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. All right, before we begin, my assistant Dan here will unveil the categories that you will be trying to answer with a question. Remember, that's very important. Okay, the first one, Hail to the Chief. The second, Color Me Spirit. The third one, A Christmas Story. The fourth one, Don't Have a Cow, Man. Okay. The fifth one, Acronyms and Initials. And the sixth one, Really Bad Dates. Okay. Joe, would you like to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. We'll take A Christmas Story for 100.
A Christmas Story for 100. Okay. In A Christmas Story, one of the classic films of all time, this promises to shoot Ralphie's eye out. Joe.
What is a BB gun?
More specific. Particular type of.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'll
No.
give that. That's good enough.
Okay. Christmas Story for 200.
For 200. By the way, it was a Red Ryder BB gun.
Oh.
Okay. For 200 points, this is the old man's major award. Dan.
What is the lampstand, which is shaped like a leg?
That is correct. What is the leg lamp? Very good. Dan, you have control of the board.
Don't Have a Cow, Man for 100.
Don't Have a Cow, Man for 100. And you probably thought this was Simpsons trivia, didn't you?
Kind of hoping.
Yes. For 100 points, this is the brainy saxophone-playing member of the Simpson family. Beth.
It was Lisa.
Lisa is correct.
Hail to the Chief for 100.
Hail to the Chief for 100. Okay, I'm going to name the president, and you're going to name the state from which they hailed, in the form of a question, of course. For 100 points, Bill Clinton. Beth.
It was Arkansas.
Arkansas is correct.
Hail to the Chief for 200.
For 200, Jimmy Carter. Joe.
What is Georgia?
Georgia is correct.
Hail to the Chief for 300.
For 300, Ronald Reagan. Dan.
What is California?
California is correct. Very good.
Go,
Dan.
Don't Have a Cow, Man for 500.
Don't Have a Cow, Man for 500. All right. Well, hang on for a second here. All right. The Simpson family dog introduced in their first episode, which aired around Christmas 1989. Dan.
Who is Santa's Little Helper?
That is correct. Very good, Dan.
Let's do Hail to the Chief for 400.
Hail to the Chief for 400. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Joe.
What is New York?
New York is correct.
Hail to the Chief for 500.
For 500. And finishing out the category. James Buchanan. Joe.
What is Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania is correct.
Color Me Spirit for 100.
For 100. North Penn High School's colors are known as blue and blue, but these are the formal names of our colors. Joe?
What are Columbia Blue and Navy Blue?
That is correct.
Color Me Spirit for 200.
For 200. These are Penn State's colors. Beth?
Or blue and white.
Blue and white is correct. Beth?
Color Me Spirit for 300.
For 300. The University of Pennsylvania Quakers are known for these colors. Beth?
Or red, white, and blue.
No, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Joe?
What are red and blue?
Yes, red and blue, I'll accept. It's maroon and blue.
Okay.
Okay.
Color Me Spirit for 400.
For 400. These are the colors of the University of Delaware. Dan?
What are blue and yellow?
Blue and yellow is correct. Good job, Dan.
Color Me Spirit for 500.
For 500. Gators wear these colors at the University of Florida. Beth?
What are blue and orange?
Blue and orange is correct to finish out the category. Very good. Beth, you have control of the board.
Really bad dates for 100.
Really bad dates for 100. All right. Outdated equipment was said to be the cause of the December 3rd, 1984 deadly gas leak at a plant in Bhopal in this country. Joe.
What is India?
India is correct.
Really bad dates for 200.
Really bad dates for 200. December 7th, 1941, Japan attacked American forces at this location. Joe.
What is Pearl Harbor?
Pearl Harbor is correct.
Really bad dates for 300.
For 300. 1066 saw Alfred lose his head in this battle. Dan.
What is the Battle of Hastings?
That is correct, the Battle of Hastings. And I
Let's
believe
go.
they stuck it on a post.
Let's go acronyms and initials for 500.
Acronyms and initials for 500. Scuba. Joe.
What is self-contained underwater breathing apparatus?
That is correct.
Really?
Invented by Jacques Cousteau.
Really?
Yes.
Really bad dates for 400.
For 400. Really bad dates. The Daily Double. At this point in the competition, Joe, you have 2,400, Dan has 1,700, and Beth has 600. Joe, how much do you wish to risk?
We'll read your 1,000.
1,000. Okay. Fire swept through a disco on October 29th, 1998, and killed 63 people in Göteborg in this country.
What is Germany?
No, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer, what is Sweden? Joe, you still have control of the board.
Really bad dates for 500.
For 500, to finish out the category. June 18th, 1850, battle in Belgium was the final defeat of this leader. Time. The correct answer or question is, who is Napoleon?
Acronyms for 400.
For 400, BTU. Under the lights, I'm sure you can feel an increase in the BTUs in this room. British Thermal Unit. Okay.
All right.
Joe, continue.
Acronyms and initials for 100.
For 100. DOS. Dan. Or,
Data.
yeah, Dan.
Data operating system.
No, I'm sorry. That is incorrect. Joe?
What is data operating system?
No, I'm sorry. That is incorrect as well.
I have no idea.
What is disk operating system? Sorry. Joe?
Acronyms for 200.
For 200. EPA. Joe?
What is the Environmental Protection Agency?
That is correct.
Acronyms for 300.
For 300. JFK. Dan?
Who is John Fitzgerald Kennedy?
That is correct.
Don't have a cowman for 400.
For 400. Name the name of the superintendent of Springfield Schools famous for shouting, "Skinner!" Dan?
Who is Superintendent Chalmers?
Chalmers is correct.
Don't have a cowman for 300.
For 300. Known for his thick Scottish accent, this is Springfield Elementary's disgruntled janitor. Dan?
Who is groundskeeper Willie?
That is correct. Groundskeeper Willie.
Don't have a cowman for 200.
For 200. Home address of The Simpsons. Dan?
What is 742 Evergreen Terrace?
That is correct.
All
You
right.
know your Simpsons trivia, Dan.
Yes.
Okay, continue.
Let's try Simpson. A Christmas
I'm sorry,
Story for
they're all
500.
gone, Dan. Go ahead.
Christmas Story for 500.
Christmas Story for 500. He is the bully who Ralphie beats up. Time. Okay. Well, I'm sure you remember his vocabulary as he's doing it. And it is, who is Scott Farkas? Okay, Dan, continue.
Christmas Story for 400.
For 400. This company sponsored the Little Orphan Annie radio show. Dan.
What is Ovaltine?
Ovaltine is correct.
And finish the board, please.
To finish the board, 300. After the Bumpuses, dogs, ate their turkey, the family enjoyed this meal for Christmas dinner. Dan?
What is duck?
That is correct. What is Peking duck?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, at this point, in the first round of Jeopardy, or the Brumbaugh Challenge Jeopardy edition finals, Joe has 1,500, Dan has 3,500, and Beth has 600. Stay tuned as we move into round two, and we'll see who wins the second round of the Brumbaugh Challenge Jeopardy series. Thank you.
Only you.
Can prevent forest fire.
And it's true. We know we can count on you to do what Smokey says.
Drown your campfires with water. Make sure it's totally wet. Then stir and drown again.
We know we can count on you to do what Smokey says.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
All right, welcome back to the final round of the Brumbaugh Challenge Jeopardy series. We're about to begin round two, but before we do, the contestants need to know what the categories are. and they need to know what their scores are. At this point, Joe, you have 1,500 points. Dan, you have 3,500 points. And Beth, you have 600. Are you ready for us to unveil the categories?
Yes.
You sound so enthusiastic. Let's get started. All right, that's what I like to hear. All right, the first category, Shakespeare in Love. Put them in chronological order. Fantastic Voyages. And that's why it fell down. Math Class. 30-Second Theater. And the dreaded spelling category. All right, Beth, since you trail Joe and Dan, would you like to start?
I'll try math class for 200.
Math Class for 200. For 200, the degrees in a circle divided by the degrees in a right angle. Dan,
What is 4?
that is correct.
Okay, let's go math class for 1,000.
For 1,000. Okay. If the two legs of a right triangle measure 6 and 8, respectively, the hypotenuse is this measurement. Joe,
What is 10?
10 is correct.
Shakespeare in Love for 200.
For 200, Shakespeare in Love. Play of young love that includes the lines, "Did my heart love till now? For I never saw true beauty till this night." Beth,
What was Romeo and Juliet?
Romeo and Juliet is correct.
Fantastic Voyages for 400.
For 400, Fantastic Voyages. These two men were the first to set foot on the moon in July 1969. Joe,
Who are Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin.
that is correct.
Shakespeare in Love for 400.
Shakespeare in Love for 400. When Shakespeare compared thee to a summer's day, he wrote, "Rough winds do shake the darling buds of this month." Dan,
What is May?
May is correct.
Let's do the 30-second theater for 1,000.
30-Second Theater for 1,000. Fading Southern Belle visits sister and brutish brother-in-law and goes nuts. Joe,
What is a Streetcar Named Desire?
Streetcar Named Desire is correct.
Put them in chronological order for 600.
For 600, Oscar winners Titanic, American Beauty, Braveheart. Beth,
What is Braveheart, Titanic, American Beauty?
that is correct for 600.
Fantastic Voyages for 200.
For 200, while returning to Greenland in 1000, he rescued some sailors and received his nickname, Leif the Lucky. Beth,
Is Leif Erikson?
Leif Erikson is correct.
Put them in chronological order for 400.
For 400, amendments to the U.S. Constitution. D.C. permitted to have electoral votes, term limit for president, an 18-year-old right to vote. Joe,
What is... what is presidential term limit? D.C. allowed to vote, 18-year-olds allowed to vote.
that is correct.
Fantastic Voyages, 600.
Fantastic Voyages, 600. On his fourth voyage to the New World in 1503, he was marooned in Jamaica for 1 year. Beth,
Is Christopher Columbus?
Christopher Columbus is correct. Beth,
Shakespeare in Love for 600.
Shakespeare in Love for 600. This seasonal play says that the course of true love never did run smooth. Dan.
What is A Midsummer Night's Dream?
That is correct.
Okay, let's do a math class for 800.
Math class for 800. It is the square root of 16. Beth.
What is 2?
2 is correct.
Chronological order for 800.
Chronological order for 800. Before we go to that, let me just give you guys a little rundown on your current scores. Joe, you have 4,300. Dan, you have 4,700. And Beth, you've come back to 3,000. So it is a good, close game. You're to be congratulated. You wanted chronological order for 800?
Yes.
Okay. Hydrogen bomb, atom bomb, and classic rocker, La Bamba. Dan.
What is atom bomb, then La Bamba, then hydrogen bomb?
No, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Joe.
What is atom bomb, hydrogen bomb, La Bamba?
That is correct.
Fantastic Voyages for 800.
For 800, set adrift in a 1789 mutiny, he and 18 men sailed in an open boat over 3,500 miles across the Pacific to Timor. Joe.
Who is Henry Hudson?
No, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Dan or Beth? The correct answer, or question, who was William Bligh, Captain Bligh?
Okay, Fantastic Voyages for 1,000.
For 1,000, the first man launched into space orbit in April 1961. Joe?
Who is Yuri Gagarin?
Yuri Gagarin is correct. Very good, Joe.
Shakespeare in Love for 800.
The Daily Double. Once again, Joe, you have 5,300. Dan has 3,900. And Beth has 3,000. How much do you wish to risk?
We're going for 700 here.
700 on the Daily Double. This Shakespeare quote wishes an actor well.
What is Break a Leg?
That is correct. What is break a leg? Very
Shakespeare in Love for 1,000.
For 1,000, and finishing off the category, this Bernstein musical on Broadway is based on a Shakespeare drama of young lovers. Beth.
What is West Side Story?
West Side Story is correct.
Math class for 600.
Math class for 600. For 600, the ratio of the circumference to the diameter of a circle. Dan.
What is pi?
Pi is correct.
Let's do the dreaded spelling category for 1,000.
The dreaded spelling category. Winston Churchill said during the darkest days of World War II, never give up, never give up, never give up. He was certainly a strong advocate of perseverance. Spell perseverance. Beth.
What is P-E-R-S-E-V-E-R-A-N-C-E?
That is correct for 1,000. Very good, Beth.
30-second theater for 400.
30-second theater for 400. This Arthur Miller play compares and contrasts Puritanism with McCarthyism. Dan.
What is the Crucible?
The Crucible is correct.
Put them in chronological order for 1,000.
For 1,000. Gemini Project, Apollo Project, and Mercury Project. Joe.
What is Mercury Project, Gemini Project, Apollo Project?
That is correct. Very good.
Dreaded spelling category for 800.
For 800. Voting in elections, serving on jury duty are two of your civic responsibilities. Spell responsibilities. Dan.
RESPONSIBILITIES.
That is correct. Dan, you have control of the board.
32nd Theater for 800.
32nd Theater for 800. For 800, daily life in a New England village. Couple marries, woman dies in childbirth, cemetery dead speak. Dan.
What is our town?
Our town is correct.
The dreaded spelling category for 600.
For 600, at this point, before we do that, I'd like to give you the current score. Joe is in the lead with 7,000. Dan has 6,500, and Beth has 5,000. Still a very, very close game. All right, Dan, are you ready?
So.
Overcome your opponents and spell nemesis. Beth.
What is NEMESIS?
That is correct.
Math class for 400.
Math class for 400 to finish out the category. For 400, 1/15th plus 1/45th equals this. Dan.
What is 4/45th?
That is correct.
All right, let's go with 32nd Theater for 600.
32nd Theater for 600. This is also another daily double. At this point, Joe has 7,000 points. Dan, 6,900, and Beth with 5,600. Still a very close game.
I'll wager 1,500.
1,500. Two tramps converse and contemplate suicide while expecting a rendezvous with a guy who's a no-show.
What is Waiting for Godot?
That is correct. Waiting for Godot. Very good, Dan.
Dreaded spelling category for 400, please.
For 400. Don't be conservative when you spell fundamentalism. Joe.
What is FUNDAMENTALISM?
That is correct. Fundamentalism.
Put them in chronological order for 200.
For 200. Singers: Elvis, Frank Sinatra, and the Beatles. Beth.
What is Frank Sinatra, Elvis, the Beatles?
That is correct.
32nd Theater for 200.
32nd Theater for 200. Inherit the Wind is based on the real-life Tennessee courtroom drama known commonly as Beth.
What is the Scopes Monkey Trial?
That is correct. The Scopes Monkey Trial. Beth.
I'll take the last clue.
The dreaded spelling category. Make yourself useful and spell utilitarian. Beth.
UTILITARIAN.
That is correct.
What is
For 200.
UTILITARIAN?
I'm sorry. What is? Very good. All right. This concludes the second round of Jeopardy on the Brumbaugh Challenge. At this point, Dan leads with 8,400, followed by Joe with 7,400, and Beth with 6,200. Our next category in Final Jeopardy will be U.S. elections. Folks, decide how much of your money, or excuse me, no money, points you wish to risk on Final Jeopardy. And you at home, stay tuned to see who will be crowned the Brumbaugh Challenge Jeopardy Series champion and get a chance to compete on television's Teen Jeopardy.
Who are you?
See more smoke. Smoke detector. And I see more smoke coming from that toaster.
Thanks for warning us, Seymour.
I hate smoke. So whenever I see it, I make this noise to warn you. Because where there's smoke, there may be fire.
Be cool about fire safety. Be cool.
Okay, welcome back to the final round of the Brumbaugh Challenge Jeopardy series. Our three finalists, Joe, Dan, and Beth, are locked in a very close contest. And we're waiting to see how they did and how they voted on the category U.S. elections. At this point, Dan leads the pack at 8,400 points to Joe's 7,400, and Beth isn't very far behind with 6,200. Let's find out how much at this point, here's the question, or the answer to the final Jeopardy response. On Saturday, January 6th, Vice President Al Gore had to preside over a joint session of Congress and declare that his opponent was elected as the next president of the United States. Who was the last United States vice president to be in that same type of situation? And you have 30 seconds. All right, at this point, with the score, Beth 6,200, Joe 7,400, and Dan leading, I'm going to start first with Beth. Beth, how much did you risk on Final Jeopardy?
I wagered all 6,200.
All 6,200. And who did you choose?
It was Mike Tobias.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Although we all know who Mike Tobias is, he's a student at North Penn and never served as vice president or president of the Senate. Okay, Joe, in second place. How much did you wager?
I wagered all of mine.
Okay, all 7,400 points. Okay, and who did you choose?
I chose who is Nixon.
No, I'm sorry, that is again incorrect. Although Nixon did declare John F. Kennedy the winner in the 1960 presidential race. Dan, who did you choose?
Well,
how much did you wager?
6,001 to try to be on the safe side.
A conservative.
Yeah.
Wager.
And I guessed who is Walter Mondale?
Okay, Walter Mondale did run for president, and he was a former vice president, but I'm sorry, the answer is not Walter Mondale. The correct answer is Hubert Horatio Humphrey. In 1968, served as Lyndon Baines Johnson's vice president, ran against Richard Nixon, and lost. Well, the results are in. Dan, you are our finalist. You are North Penn's finalist for Teen Jeopardy with 2,399 points. Congratulations. Beth and Joe, You played a remarkable match. It was a wonderful game, and I want to thank you so much for participating. You certainly made all of us here at North Penn proud to have you as students. Dan, we look forward to seeing you later on Team Jeopardy. Now you'll be going to Philadelphia to compete for a spot on Team Jeopardy. And North Penn wishes you all the best. Thank you so much, and thank you at home for tuning in to the Brumbaugh Challenge Jeopardy Finals. Thank you, and good night.
Hello, I'm Dan Oldham for another North Penn News Update. North Penn High School seniors traveled to the Westover Country Club to hold their senior class dinner. The event was marked by food, friends, and dancing provided by Swamp Sound. With over 150 people in attendance, this was certainly a night to remember. For this story and more, tune in to North Penn News at 7:30 every weeknight. From the North Penn Newsroom, I'm Dan Oldham.